I'm going to put this in layman terms, right? You have McDonald's, right? And then you got Chick-fil-A.
Mm-hmm.
They're both the same type of demographic fast food, right? But the product is completely different. People still go to both, right?
Yep.
You have those type of people. You got those people who want to argue about Chick-fil-A and McDonald's. Then you have the type of people that I want to work for and that I deal with and that you deal with. Capital Grill is their Chick-fil-A. Do you get what I'm saying?
And usually it's a private chef.
And yeah.
That's their standard.
So, yes, there is Uber, but the people that I deal with would not think twice about getting in an Uber. They would never get in an Uber. There's no privacy. There's no security. There's no I'm better than you in it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yes, there is an app out now that has bodyguards as a service. Okay, cool. That's great. But they're not going towards a clientele that I'm going to be dealing with. Because why would my client ever want to be able to say that he has the same bodyguard as Tom, Dick, and Harry? The reason why they hired me is not only have they seen what I stand next to as far as my other clientele, but I represent them because I'm not on an app. I'm not a Honda Civic in the industry. So I'm not concerned about the app. And because I also know the guards that are getting paid off of those apps, I'm pretty sure my invoice looks completely different. Now, I'm not saying that they're not trained, they're not credible, but I'm not in a position where I have to fight for less money. So that, I've been blessed. The app is not going to affect me at all. If anything, I can tell that the app wasn't used by somebody who's truly functioning in the business as an EP. They may have gotten a guy who used to be retired Secret Service and has a consulting agency to give them advice, which is what I'm pretty sure they did. They didn't go up to a real person who's really touring, who's really dealing with other guards and knowing what clients expect at a high level. They just wanted a cookie cutter product and they put it out and it's going to make them money. And I have no issues with that. But guess what? Now you've created a tablet of saying, hey, this is what society should think is what a bodyguard is. These are the standards. I know in real life, the real standards that I carry are way more than what they're already putting out there. So as long as my product continues to be way better than the cookie cutter stuff that they put out, we good. It just makes the levels be shown a lot more. The crowd is expecting something so simple, but what I actually am is not so simple. So there's the market. Now you're making it known. Now my price point can go up if I really want to, because I know what the market value is for Tom, Dick, and Harry. But I don't work with Tom, Dick, and Harry. I work with the big dogs, or at least I'm aspiring to do. So you carry yourself as such. I'm not worried about an app because my product can't be put on an app. Because if my face is out there on an app 24/7, 7 days a week, and I'm going on a mission with a group of people who don't draw attention to themselves, or it might be a group of athletes that I'm traveling with. So I might just look like one of the kids' dads. But because I'm on an app and everybody knows my face,
they'll be like, is this you?
Is this you? And who are you with? Who you bodyguarding? That happens.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
absolutely.
Yeah, I'm not, just discretion is a part of the game.
Absolutely.
So I'll leave it at that. I mean, I'm not mad about it. Actually, I'm actually happy. Yeah, I said actually. Yes, I'm actually happy that the app is out.
It'll actually take off the other guys that are trying to compete with you off the street into that app.
Yeah.
And there you go. You want them?
You can have that. And, shout out to him. The one of the people worked from Facebook. I guess he's the creator of it. But it's cookie cutter. Doesn't mean it's not good. It's a good cookie. Tastes good. Nice little sugar cookie, plain, out there. I'm oatmeal raisin nut. You got to put a little bit more in me. It's a little thicker. A little bit more on the palate. And there's just variations.
Yeah.
People who want that, they can have that. That's what they need. If a kid wants to feel cool for a day, going out, if a parent wants to send their kid out, making sure they're safe, And they don't have to be a high net worth person. Just somebody who wants a little bit of more security around their child in a big environment. Cool, boom, you use the app. That's perfect. That's not a job I'm taking anyway.
Yeah.
So I understand the need for it. It just doesn't interfere with what I have going on. Now, if I'm a newer guy and I don't have access to a network and I don't have work, then yes, I'm going to jump on the app. I'm going to utilize it to help levitate my career. But for me, it doesn't hurt me. It just helps my day.
I think they're miscalculating one thing, though. When you have an EP or you have a personal chauffeur, I don't mean a driver that takes you from point A to point B, but what we do, like when we are part of the whole ecosystem. On the second, third job, you're going to exchange numbers, and these people are going to get off the app. And they're going to just use the app as like a job finder, and that's it.
Yeah.
And there's no way you're going to be able to control it.
Well, I think they charge like a membership fee. But like I said, I don't think the app really cares. I think they just want to get numbers running, and at the end of the day, everything's about data, right? So if I have an app that I'm finding people who can fit that price point for security, I can now use that database to garnish more leads for a different company.
Yeah.
So they're just making money hand over fist.
Yeah.
It's not all just about the security. That's why they don't care that the security guard's not making real money. I honestly think if you send a SUV out with a driver and a bodyguard for $500 an hour, where's the profit margin? Who's making the money?
The app.
Damn sure ain't the bodyguard. It's definitely not the driver, because if the driver was a good driver in that market of New York or California, his hourly would damn near be sometimes what the whole fee was for the 1 hour. But now you're splitting that 500 down what? How many ways?
So far, 3 at least.
And then then do your taxes. Are you really making money? Taxes in
plus
California?
They need insurance. Plus they need that's a lot of
Your
stuff
overhead
involved.
is crazy.
Yeah.
So I know those 3 individuals ain't making no money, because one thing about capitalism is they gonna get paid first. So shout out to the app.